I'm like, no. Like, I'm not jealous, but no me falta el respeto. You know, like, no. Like, don't disrespect me.
What would you say to people who are in a relationship that are just starting? You know, like, what is your advice to people to stay in a long relationship?
Because if you're looking out for each other's best interests, but while also pursuing your own things, then there you go. You have a healthy relationship.
Oh, I wasn't sad. I just needed to listen to Pajama Talks.
Hi guys, welcome to Pajama Talks, where cozy conversations come alive. On today's episode, I have my amazing friend Ali.
Yeah!
Make sure to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Hey.
Ali, I'm so excited to have you today.
Oh my god. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous. I'm excited though.
It's okay. Just be yourself.
Okay.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about yourself, because not a lot of people, so people can get to know you.
I'm not famous yet. That's why. I'm not famous yet. That's why.
We're not there yet.
We're not there yet, guys. We're getting there, Well, a lot of people know that I love fitness because I have a fitness account. Probably link it below. You guys can support.
Of course. Okay.
So I love fitness, and actually we're talking about this the other day that I have so many like hats that I like to wear. Mm-hmm. So that's why I feel like that's the hardest question you could ask me, because like, where do I start? Like, I have so many things, so many experiences, because when I meet someone, I really like soak them up, and like I learn so many different things as I go, and I feel like I have every person I've ever met in my life, or like every experience that I've ever had is a part of me. So it's really hard to like say exactly like, oh, tell us about yourself. But if we're gonna start somewhere, fitness is definitely number one. I love fitness. I've always loved it. I love to cook. I love to make food. I love to make recipes. That's like my favorite thing to do with my boyfriend, like date night. Hello, make little like cooking stuff together. I love to hang out with friends, obviously. I love to socialize. I love trying new things. I want to start traveling. I love the idea of traveling, but I've never traveled.
For real?
I've never gone in a plane, ever. No. That's so embarrassing. Oh my god, Mom!
It's not embarrassing.
It's my mom's fault.
It's not embarrassing. I mean, I think I got on my first. No, I'm just kidding. I got on my first plane very early.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I came from Colombia.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Oh, she foreign. No, literally. Oh my god, that's like one of my goals. Like this or next year to go on a freaking plane. But I have a lot of things, going on. So little by little, we'll get there.
Yes. There's time for everything.
But yeah, definitely, it's one of the goals. I love the idea of traveling. Definitely that. Fitness, cooking, health. I love events, doing parties, marketing, social media, all of that. So,
okay,
that's me.
That's me.
That's my life.
That's okay, guys. Honestly, we're gonna put in the comments. Well, you guys have to put in the comments how many times she says "That's my life."
No, that's literally my catchphrase, because I yap a lot. So when I yap too much, that's my life. Like,
you're hilarious.
Girl, everything I say is my life. Wear my heart on my sleeve.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some quick fire questions.
No. Okay.
But they're super easy.
Okay, go.
Day or night?
Day.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
I love coffee, but it hurts my stomach, so tea.
Okay. Favorite movie?
My favorite movie ever? Honestly, any rom-com, any comedy, but one that I've watched almost a million times is Just Go With It. That's like my favorite one. I think that one's funny. If you haven't seen it, watch it, guys. Super funny.
Okay. Favorite food?
My favorite food? Right now I've been craving pasta a lot, but in general, my favorite food is always Asian food. I love ramen. That's like my top. I love ramen.
Okay. Dogs or cats?
Dogs. I can't get around the cats yet. I haven't gotten to the kitties yet. Like, I have a dog.
I'm super allergic.
Oh my god, to dogs?
Yeah.
I'm a dog mom. Like, I love dogs.
No, not to dogs. Sorry, to cats.
Oh, you're to cats?
But like, super allergic.
My mom too. That's
like,
why
I get
I'm not
like
a cat
so
person.
itchy.
Oh my god, that sucks.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna get a bit emotional. What's like the best advice you've received that you think has made you the person who you are today?
Like I said, there's a lot of things that have made me to what I am today, but what humbles me and grounds me and makes me like my authentic self is I always think about, like, literally, this is so stupid, but that my boyfriend has always told me, like, he reminds me all the time, he tells me we're on a floating rock. And that leads to like my actual best advice is a reminder that everyone is doing life for the very first time. Mm-hmm. So that's a hard thing to tap into when you think about it, because, you get mad at your parents, you get mad at your partner for not being enough, you get mad at your siblings for not being enough, And you have to remember and ground yourself. Everyone is kind of doing life for the very first time.
Right.
So you have to be very patient with people, and you have to be humane and realize that like everyone is making mistakes because they're learning, not because they're not a good person or anything like that. They might think in the moment that was the right thing to do, and it's just about respect. You got to respect others and humble yourself. So that advice has kept me really grounded, especially this year. I feel like I've grown a lot this year.
Okay, nice. I like that. Are you in school?
Yes, I am.
What are you studying?
So I originally was studying at community college, Miami-Dade. Shout out. I was studying business administration. I got my AA. Super proud of that. I'm first generation. Super proud of that. I'm a first generation. But I switched my major because I just found something that I'm more interested in. I switched to hospitality.
Okay.
So most people think of hospitality, think of like hospitals, which that is a part of it. And not hospitals, hotels. Look at me. But I love hotels and I love like traveling. That's why I want to start traveling, which that's a big part of it. I can open up my own hotel one day. That's part of the major. But mostly it's events and tourism, what I'm like actually focusing on. And I've always loved events. My mom, best party planner alive. Like, I don't know why she doesn't start her own business, because like everyone knows she throws the best parties. Like, she always is like got the aesthetic down to a T, the food, the baking, all the decorations.
Her cupcakes?
Dude, everyone knows. Like, my mom is like the go with like event making, like planning. So I feel like that influenced me. Like, okay, I love business, but how can I incorporate it in a way that I can have fun and make money? So that's why I switched to hospitality, because like I think that that's more up my alley than just business.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm starting FIU now.
So I heard that you said you had a boyfriend.
Yes.
How long have you guys been together for?
Almost 5 years, which is crazy because I'm only 21 years old. So
How old were you when you were?
I was 16 years old.
Okay.
Math.
Yeah.
Math.
I was like,
no, same.
How did you guys meet?
So we are high school sweethearts.
Okay.
And so I met him freshman year of high school, but I was never really his friend or anything. Like, I just had like geometry class with him, a couple classes actually. And I always thought he was super outgoing, super funny, but I thought he was one of those guys that he just like talks like a lot, like just to be like seen type of stuff. Not in a bad way. I love him to death.
Yeah.
But I thought he was just like, oh, he's just talking because he's bored, you know? But he, like, every class I had with him was the funnest class because he was the class clown, like that. So the way that I got interested in him was actually junior year. So like literally like 3 years later, I had like PE class with him. I always had classes with him. Like, he was always around. So I was always, I guess, drawn to him in a way because I had to be around him. And when I had this PE class, I just noticed myself like getting really drawn to him. I was really attracted to him because he was athletic, he was an athlete, and I thought that he was very charismatic and outgoing, which is what I like to think that I am as well. And I wanted always somebody that matched my energy. So I just went for it. I literally just told him, I was like, you're mine. Like, literally PE class in front of all his friends. I was like, so you're my boyfriend, right? And he was like, huh? Like, I think he was flattered. I'm not gonna lie. Like, babe, if you're watching, I knew you were flattered. Like, I know for sure he was flattered.
He's probably in the comments like, yeah, right.
Yeah, no, that never happened, guys. By the way, everything she said never happened.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I basically just attacked him, and I was like, oh, yeah, you're my boyfriend. And his friends were like, oh, what is happening? Because this is something fun and interesting. I'm very, like, straightforward. I just told him, like, yeah, I like you, like, whatever. And he didn't really believe me until I started making plans with him. So I planned, like, with my best friend, like, a Christmas party, Christmas getty. And everyone knew the party was just so I can get to him. And I got him. I literally got him. The story's actually even crazier, but that's for another time. Like, that's for another time. But yeah, we kissed and we hit it off. And ever since then, we've been talking every day since quarantine happened, 2020. And we stayed in touch the whole time. And we made it through.
Yeah.
And now we're in love.
What would you say to people who are in a relationship that are just starting? You know, like what is your advice to people to stay in a long relationship? Because you guys have been together for almost 5 years. Okay. That's a pretty long time.
Yeah. So number one in relationships, once you already feel like you kind of found that person that you fit with, because you got to find someone you're comfortable with. If you're not 100% comfortable to do what you want, wear what you want, be who you are, like, that's already a red flag that you're not, like, good for that person or they're not good for you. And that's okay. Like, that's literally so okay. Like, people forget that sometimes. It's okay to, like, not feel okay around someone and just try something else. So, I honestly think the number one thing is willingness. Is to be willing. You need to be willing to compromise with that person and ride for that person and do what makes them happy, not just yourself. You have to be a selfless person, but you also have to put your needs first too, you know?
Right.
So it has to go hand in hand. That's why you compromise, they compromise, and it just works. Because if you're looking out for each other's best interests, but while also pursuing your own things, then there you go. You have a healthy relationship. So obviously when you're young and you're dumb and you're learning things, like, you don't always take into consideration the other person. And that's why there's a lot of selfish, like, childish parts in the beginning, in the beginning when everyone's learning. You have to remember, everyone's doing life for the first time, which is back to my advice. We're on a floating rock. Just chill. Don't be so hard on the other person if you really think that they're worth it. If you feel in your gut they're worth it and they're for you, then you just gotta choose them every single time. Literally choose them, be willing, compromise, and you will make it to the end, because that's all it's really about. Just being partner. Just being there for your partner. Literally, that's the most important thing.
Preach.
Girl, I got this down pat. Years with this man.
And I mean, I'm in a relationship now. We've been together for almost 3 years.
Cute.
I don't know if I could say this, but we are like a little bit long distance right now.
Right.
He should be back. And for like, the first advice that everybody has always told me is like communication.
Right.
But communication is hard. There's times where I might think like he's wrong or I'm wrong, or and vice versa. And the first thing people tell me is like, communication should be that you guys have to come to one point and agree on everything.
You don't have to agree on everything.
And
I completely disagree with that.
So how do you take that communication in your relationship? Like, how do you deal with it? How do you guys?
Oh my God, what a question! Literally, like, we disagree a lot, but that's what makes it so perfect. Because when you have the idea that like life has it's multifaceted. Like, life is multifaceted. You have like different things, different components, different factors, and sometimes your relationship is gonna be really easy and warm and fuzzy and delicious, and sometimes it's gonna be, I want to like throw this man in the freaking grave. Because like it gets tough. It gets tough to like understand each other.
Yeah.
But the way that I feel like you get through that hump is you kind of remember who you're talking to. It's like when you like argue, not argue, you don't argue. You get in trouble with your parents because you don't argue with your parents.
Yeah.
You don't argue with them. It's like when they tell you, like, remember who you're talking to. And that is something that sticks with me to this day. I'm very impacted by everyone I talk to, especially my family. But remember who you're talking to. Like, whenever I feel like we're having a bad moment, I always just look at him. So yeah, whenever I feel like we're having a bad moment, I just look him right in the eyes and I'm like, it's me. Remember. And he could be angry, or I could be angry. But that doesn't mean you don't love each other anymore. And it doesn't mean everything that you've built is gone because you're angry or because you don't agree. So the good thing about not agreeing is that you teach each other things and you learn things, especially if you're an open person. And one thing I will say, if you're in a relationship and you feel like the person is not going to change, you have to accept them for who they are. That is important too, because once you choose someone, you got to accept them. You can't just be like, try to change them into something that you want. Because it's really important to be an open-minded person. If you ever feel in a relationship that person is not open to growth, then if you're growing, honey, he's going to stay behind or she's going to stay behind. So if they're not growing with you, they're behind you. So you got to make sure that whoever you're with, if you don't feel like, oh, they're open or they're willing to grow with me, then maybe that's just not the right person for you. And it's really important to, when you feel something, do it. If your gut is telling you, this person might not be for me, investigate it. Why? Ask the right questions. Ask them like the hard questions. Do you want kids? Like, do you date to marry? Or are you just having fun with me? Know their intentions, and like that'll get you to like that point where you don't waste time. You just will not waste time.
Right.
And like that will get you that communication that you need before you get to the other communications, which is how are we going to handle conflict? Handling conflict is really detrimental to relationships because some people do not handle conflict well. And that's okay, because you just got to have that one person either be the one that helps you handle conflict better, or have that one person that's always just going to be your calmness. In this case, I mean, with my we're both not very calm, but wear different hats. I'll sometimes be the calm one and be like, this is not worth it. Like, we're on a floating rock. Him, same thing. This is not worth it. We're on a floating rock. Kiss me. Like, forget about it. If it's something non-significant, if it's important, you should talk things out. Like, don't just ignore things. Like, no. So yeah, that I feel like you gotta be open-minded, open to what the other person's saying. Because if you really love them and you're with them for so many years, then how do you not understand where they're coming from?
Right.
You gotta understand. You gotta try. You have to try.
Do you see yourself like? I know you guys have been together for 5 years, but like in a future, like in a house, and like
I think we have like a little bit of different goals than maybe people might think. Like everyone thinks like when you have a long relationship, what's the goal? Like kids and marriage and like without getting too deep or personal into it, because like there's so many things. It's like I always try to date a person that I feel like could be potential like husband, but I don't think you need to be married to prove that you are long life partners. I don't honestly mind like getting married. I think having a spiritual wedding is also really beautiful. Like you don't have to go to court or the church. Some people that's really important to them and they should do what's good for them, but maybe that's not good for me. So I don't know, I haven't explored that part yet, what I want for like my wedding to look like.
Right.
I do want it to be something more spiritual though. I don't mind the papers. I don't really need to be married. Like I'm okay. I can live without that for the rest of my life. Or I can change my mind next year. I don't really know. I'm an open person. I'm growing. Like I'm never gonna close doors on anything because maybe next year, kid, married, you don't know. You just don't know. But yeah, I see that with him. Like I see us probably traveling first, getting a really cute studio apartment, having a little puppy, traveling, and then maybe and then we have some babies and get married and have all the family stuff.
All family stuff.
All that family stuff.
Okay. Now that we're talking about relationships, what are your red flags?
My red flags?
Like
ooh,
that you wouldn't want in the person obviously that you're with.
Like I was just saying, like perfect thing. Literally, if you don't have an ounce of growth or open-mindedness in your body, you're just not for me. But that's like a red flag that comes with like a lot of time. Like, you don't notice that about a person right away. You can't just look at someone and be like, they're not gonna grow. Bye. Like, no, they're not a tree. Like, get the fuck out. Like, no. So I think a red flag, like one thing you just know off the bat, is if I feel like bringing the person down as a joke. Like if your way of flirting is like bringing them down, and I'm not talking about like making a joke and just being like, you stupid bitch, or like you fucking slut, or like just like literally like bothering them. It's like when you bring down something that might be really hurtful to others and to them. Like you don't have to do it to me, but if I see a guy making a joke about another girl, I don't care if they're best friends, or like bringing them down in front of a group of people, huge red flag. Because it's like you're not socially aware. Like you really not. Because you just like hurt that girl's feelings. I'm very aware of like what's happening at all times. Are you like that too? Like yeah. Do you like notice when someone's embarrassed about something? Yeah. I notice that a lot, and it really hurts me because I've been that person before. I don't like to be embarrassed. I don't like making people feel embarrassed.
I am a person who has ¿cómo se dice? Like I notice every little detail. Yeah. And it's like I hear everyone's conversation and I know exactly what's going on around me, even though I'm like super focused on what I'm doing. Yeah. Like I just hear what everybody's saying around everybody, and I'm just there like, okay, like I just say it, but like I know how people. You're conscious of like what's going on and how people feel. Mm-hmm. That's really important. That's a red flag. Like if they're in a group of people and they're somehow embarrassing them or like they're hurting their feelings, that's a red flag, because it's just like if you're not socially aware, you're not right for me. Maybe somebody else doesn't really care about that. They think it's funny. But that's one thing I realized I do not like people that embarrass other people as a joke. Yeah. What's like one of your biggest pet peeves? I hate, for example, when people chew with like their mouth open. Okay, I was gonna say something like that. Like I was gonna say like the chewing, like a more like general thing, like hygiene. Okay. Hygiene is really important to me. I think that like, if you're not keeping up, like okay, sometimes you gotta be a little like dirty, like you're gonna like, eat off the floor, like whatever, you're gonna do something nasty. That's like, oh my god, that's so. I think I would never do that, but okay. I'm such a rebel. Oh, you would never do that? Oh, like eat off the floor? No, like a 5-second rule, girl. Okay. A little 5-second rule. But you know what I mean? Like, okay, it's normal to be like kind of gross sometimes because you have to, like whatever. You're having a crazy day, you're not even home, you can't shower today, whatever. Something happens, right? Okay, it's normal to be like gross sometimes. Who cares? Wear the same clothes, whatever. You don't know what you're doing. But to be like non-stop, non-hygienic, the pet peeve, like stop doing that. I also I have to think a little bit more. Like what other pet peeves do you have? Sounds in general. I feel like I have like sometimes a little bit of issues with sensory, not medically, but like sometimes just naturally. Like you said, like the chewing. Oh yeah, that's one of mine for sure. I can't hear the chewing. Or like we could all be sitting down at a table and like we're all talking, for example, and it's like, oh, you know what I can't stand? This is a pet peeve, and I love my boyfriend, but he does this.
This is so good. Shut up. Like, shut up. That's embarrassing. Go. Your mom is right there. Go. This is so good. Like, no, it's not. Like, stop.
I don't think my boyfriend has like
icky pet peeves. Like, he doesn't give you the ick. Oh, what gives you the ick?
What gives me the ick?
It goes hand in hand with pet peeves.
Anyone but my boyfriend. I'm kidding.
No, same.
No, but what gives me the ick?
Ooh, I get icky like a lot. Ooh,
like I just
can you hear like because then you get the ick? Oh my god, what gives me the ick? I get icks.
Men who like are very loud, or like people who are like super loud.
Okay, yeah, I hate that because I work like at a store and I hate when people are like on the phone and they're screaming and I'm like, their partners are telling them to shut up because I'm sorry, if we're in Publix and my dad is screaming on the phone, which he does because he's Cuban. Literally, my mom, the first thing she does is like, shut up. Like,
yeah.
You know, it's always fun to be loud and be like whatever if you're having fun. But like if you're in a store, you gotta be considerate of the other people.
You're like, whatever. You're like, wait, put it down a little bit. Like,
yeah,
like that gives me the ick.
Yeah.
Or honestly, there's a lot of things that give me the ick. I'm a person that I'm like, ugh, like todo me da like,
don't do that.
Todo me da asquito. Like,
yeah, I get that. No, yeah, it's oof. Like you said, like yeah, a lot of things ick you out, huh?
Like, ooh, you're just, or like, okay, maybe let me not say this because I'm gonna get like.
Well, I don't really like when like people like, okay, guys do this like a lot. I hope, but like they like scratch their private area like a lot.
Or like men who just
public
stand
place.
and they're like,
oh yeah,
don't!
Just
like, what are you
touch it.
doing?
Like, don't touch it. Like, come
Oh my God,
on.
you know what gives me
Like,
the
imagine
ick?
us. Like,
You know what gives me the ick?
no.
When like a guy is standing, right?
Uh-huh.
And like, no, not standing. I'm sorry. They just like go out and like sag their pants.
Okay,
and
that
they wear
doesn't
like
even
a
make sense. Like,
belt.
why?
And then they like wear like.
What is the belt doing?
Or like they put like their shorts like up to here and then just like sagging and they're like walking and they're like, that gives me like the ick. I can't. It just makes me like, ugh.
I think the way like men walk gives me the ick. Like depending on like how they're walking. Like if they're trying to walk like they have like some kind of like swag going on, or like they're trying to walk like okay, nothing wrong with walking like confidently. You know, like yeah, like you should hope like help. Oh my god, you should hold your head up high.
Look what I just did. Okay.
Bye.
Uh-huh.
Guys, the pillow just flew. Thanks.
No, for real, I didn't even notice. Okay.
Like I don't think that you should judge people for like walking confidently. Like now, yeah, like tampoco así, but like you know, like sometimes when they walk a certain way, that you're like, you got J's on your feet or what? Because you're walking like Donald Duck up, and you're like, hell no, like come on. I mean, I can't judge. I used to do that too. When I had my fresh forces on, like I was like, oh, gotta walk like a little duck. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like can't judge people too much, but like there's definitely icks. Like there's definitely some icks.
Yeah, I think I can. Everything gives me an ick. Okay.
Ooh, wait. Before we move on, hold on. The flipping of the hair, I can't take it. Like I don't like when a guy flips his hair, like Justin Bieber type.
Oh, my boyfriend doesn't have long hair, so I really don't know what to sound.
I mean, Edwin doesn't do that. Like I don't know who my boyfriend is. My boyfriend doesn't do that. Like he doesn't flip his hair, but like people who do to like look hot, I'm like, I'm so scared of you. Like, no, don't do that.
Or like, let me not say it.
Okay, yeah. Next topic.
I just can't. Like, we're gonna like bash me in the comments.
Yeah, because people are gonna be like, "Is that me?"
Yeah.
If the shoe fits, honey, wear it.
For real.
Zoom in that part. The shoe fits.
Okay.
Not our fault.
Do you like tattoos?
I love them. I don't have any.
I'm obsessed with tattoos.
That was not sarcastic. Like I genuinely love them. I think they're a work of art. Like I think they're super sexy. Like on girls, guys, whoever wears sleeve, I don't care. Like
thank you.
Tap in. Like I love tats, and my dad loves tats. He actually doesn't have a lot, but like the ones that he does have, he would love to keep getting more and more. But he's already older. I don't really care. But dude, I just love tattoos. I love piercings. I just don't have any. I don't know. I'm on my simple era right now. Like I feel indecisive. It's my own.
Right.
It's my own thing. It's not like, oh, why would you get that? You don't know if you want that in 20 years. Because like you only live once, floating rock, guys. Like do whatever you want. But I just can't think of anything I want right now. I just kind of want to happy. I just want to go day by day. I'm like, what am I gonna eat this morning? I'm not
For
really.
real.
I'm a little bit like slow this year. Like I feel like I've slowed down my brain a little. I've like stopped being so much like on social media. I post a lot, but I don't really like look a lot at people's stuff. Like I try not to. Because I feel like you like tap into like a simpler mind. You lose that sense of like I need to be like entertained 24/7.
Yeah, I think I've definitely been like that. I did distance myself from a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like it's literally just like I've been focusing on myself, my relationship. Really I'm not posting a lot other than posting things about the podcast. Nobody knows what I'm doing with my life right now.
Yeah, that's
like,
good. You're mysterious.
Yeah.
She's a mysterious girl.
Yeah, I don't really need like that, como dicen, like, que te echen el mal de ojo.
Yeah, that's the sad part, right? About social media. Like, you don't know if someone's like following you and liking your stuff because they like care about you and like they're happy for you, or they're just doing it because they're like envidiosas or like whatever. Like, you know? But you just can't think about it though. You can't think like, oh, are they like watching and stuff like that because they envy or because it's negative. You gotta just like do you to the fullest and be proud of what you're putting out there. And if the energy is reciprocated, great. If it's not, you won't know because you're at peace with yourself.
Right.
So that's how I go about it now. Just I don't really care what I post if you don't like it. Like
literally. So I want to go back to a little topic that I think we haven't touched, and it's like, how do you feel, or how would you? Because I was talking about this with my coworkers earlier this week, and it really stood out to me. It's like, do you think that a girl, for example, okay, I'm gonna set a scene. You had like a dinner with a bunch of your boyfriend's friends, and they're girls, and one of them, after for some reason goes, before you think that like before the dinner you kind of think that like, you know, like she might like be a little flirty with your boyfriend and whatnot.
Okay, yeah, you just have a vibe like
you just have like this weird vibe.
Okay.
And then after you had a dinner, and then after the dinner she comes and tells your boyfriend separately that you're not there. Oh my god, you guys are so cute together. Like, she's so pretty. How would you feel? Like, would you take it like offensively, or would you take it like, oh, she said something nice, and like you wouldn't pay attention to it?
Me personally, off the bat, I would be like, oh, she said something nice.
Okay.
But I would get to know her first. I would get to know her first and see her vibe. If I could tell she's someone with good intentions, then that moment was a, oh, she's being nice moment. If she's like the type of person, which we've all had those type of like, you know, like friends, or we just had those type of interactions where people are just trying to be that person. Like, they're just trying to be like, oh, I could talk to him right now. I could relate to him right now. So let me just say something to be like, oh my god, like trying to be like, you know. So if you can see the intention when you like get to know them better. You have to know them better.
Okay. Are you the type of person that can tell? I guess you kind of already answered that, but like, are you the type of person that can tell like a girl's intentions like around your boyfriend?
No.
No?
I'm oblivious. Because I'm not a jealous person.
Okay.
That's me though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not jealous either. So we're not like, I'm not like a jealous person. I don't really care if a girl tries to hug my boyfriend or tries to even flirt with him, hype him up. All positive energy, positive vibes. He's coming home with me. Like, I don't really care what you do. I don't care if you flirt with him. I don't care if you hype him up. Hype him the fuck up because he's hot. Like, it's okay. You know? And he's very much the same way. He's never been offended by a man complimenting me or putting me at a certain level. Like, he's very confident that, like, I'm his. And he's okay that someone else admires me. That's why he doesn't care about me, like, what I post on social media, what I wear. Because I like to have fun. I like to look cute, sexy.
Yeah.
And he doesn't judge me.
I don't think my boyfriend's ever told me, like, oh, you can't wear this or you can't post this. Yeah,
right. That's not nice. It's not a nice thing to say. You gotta trust your partner, obviously. Yeah.
I'm gonna put another scenario. I just love putting scenarios.
Yeah, go for it.
But there's all like conversations, for example, that I have with my coworkers. We just sit on like during lunch or like
you
in
get
the
to
morning,
see what kind of person.
and we just sit and we're like, what would you guys think if your boyfriend went out clubbing without you?
Unnecessary.
It's unnecessary, but like
it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
For my boyfriend though, because maybe somebody else's boyfriend is different.
Right.
But my boyfriend, what are you doing in the club without me? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, you want someone to be on you? It's me. You want to look at someone dancing at the club? It's me. Like, you want to drink with someone? Oh, yeah, it's me. You want shots? Oh, yeah, it's with me.
Right.
Yeah, like, it's with me. Like,
okay,
no.
I think the same way.
Yeah, no. That one, I like, no. Like, I'm not jealous, but no me falta el respeto. You know, like, no. Like, don't disrespect me.
Right.
No. That's too far.
What else? We were kind of talking about this in the car. It's kind of funny. But,
on the way here, yeah.
How do I set the scene without having to, like... You have a friend, right? And then this friend, for example... You guys are super close. She got closer to your boyfriend because, you know, like, she's close to you. And then when you guys met, you know, she just got close. For some reason, I'm not even saying your boyfriend. Let's just set the scene, like, a random couple. The girl comes to the guy. Sorry, the couple breaks up, and then the girl comes to the guy and goes like, "Oh, like, I've always found you super cute. Like, I'm glad you guys broke up. Whatever."
But she's my friend.
How would you feel if that would be like your friend saying that to your ex? Now that you guys are broken up.
She's not my friend.
Okay.
She never was.
Okay.
Like, she really never was. And that's okay, because people come and go. You just weren't for me. Because if you were all about me, you wouldn't even think of doing something like that. You would have never even been attracted to my boyfriend. You would have never even saw him in that light, because you would have saw him as a brother, a friend, or my boyfriend. That's it. If you saw him as anything else, you're not. I'm not your priority. You're not loyal to me. So if you're not loyal to me, you're not my friend. Like, you're really not my friend.
Okay. Before we start getting personal about her life again,
that's my life.
What's, like, your favorite show? Have you watched Perfect Match?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not my favorite, but it's so interesting. Let's see. Oh my god.
Obviously, you know Harry was on Too Hot to Handle.
Who doesn't know Harry, the king of podcasts?
For real.
On every single one.
For real.
Has his own.
And he has his own. And the only thing he's talked about is Perfect Match.
I mean, all he does talk about, I feel like, is very, like, what is in for him right now. Like, what is controversial enough to make him, like, get up there.
Right.
Yeah, smart. Very smart.
And
I respect that.
Okay, so he was on on Too Hot to Handle. We know that he was with
Francesca. Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
People think, like, they thought it was, like, a good season. I didn't like that season at all. Like, I was bored. I didn't like that one.
Okay. I'm actually watching the new season of Too Hot to Handle now.
Me too.
And it's so funny. Like,
I think it's
the
way
bad
more,
Lana and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I think it's way more emotional, more thought out. I think it's good that they knew about it, because it doesn't come across like, is it genuine?
Yeah.
Like, everyone knows that they know. So it's okay. Like, it just
and, like, the
chill.
bad Lana just makes it more fun to watch. Like, I'm already waiting for the new episodes to come out.
Yeah,
me too.
I'm all caught up too. But I don't want to spoil too much, because maybe somebody's still watching. But, like, I think this season is good. Some people are like, "Oh, this is whack." Next season, like, let's go to the. I'm like, no, what? This one's good. Like, I don't know. I don't see anyone, like, falling in love right now, but I'm really interested at, like, how they're doing the dynamic of the show is so different. I love it.
I'm gonna spoil one part. I wish Louis and what's her name? Christina.
Catherine.
Why did I say Christina? I don't know. But
because Christine.
Yes.
Because Christine.
But
Daddy.
Catherine and Louis would have made it so cute.
I know, but, like, I don't know if it's his edit. I feel like it's his edit. They make him seem so sexual. Like, like, if he's not really, like, into her, he's into, like, her.
Yeah.
That's like, what they edit him like to be. Maybe that's not really him. That's just the persona.
But if they would have gotten a little bit more personal, maybe they did, like you said. But I think they would have been so cute together.
I think they work cute together. I think they're, like, I feel like you can have a lot of sexual chemistry and energy with someone, and it can turn into something else. It really can. Yeah. Like, you just gotta give them a fair chance. I don't think she gave him a fair chance, but if you feel something, you gotta go for it. So I respect her for, like, trying something else. Yeah. And I think she did it the right way. He did not. The other person, not saying who it is, but the other guy did not do it the right way, and I think that
we're there right now. We don't, like...
I mean, for what I've seen, he's not going about it the right way. He's like, at first he was, and then he got, like, this ego boost out of nowhere and started being really weird and shady. Yeah. He's, like, letting it get to him, I guess. Like, he's with Catherine.
I wish she kind of would have told him, like, hey, you know, like, I don't like that our relationship is just so sexual. Like, I wish we would get a little bit more emotional.
Yeah, I didn't like that she
Like,
said she was thinking of the other guy the whole time. That
yeah,
was weird.
yeah.
That was mean. But Louis is strong. He's
But maybe
confident.
the show ends and they say like, oh, we just got edited wrong and stuff.
Or like
But
this
that
is
happens.
actually a lot of other stuff happened that they didn't
Yeah.
show that could happen too. But like she said, thinking about the other guy the whole time. That was not the nice comment to say. That was not the right thing to say. But he didn't like. I don't know. He's just so tough. Like he didn't take it. Like he moved on. He's good.
Yeah.
Which honestly, sometimes that's how you have to be, because you can't take these type of shows so seriously. Considering like everyone knows like that they're just there for like a little clout. If they find someone they like along the way, perfect.
Right.
But I think that he's well aware of what reality is. Like, this is for fun, and if you don't want me, too bad, because he knows he's good looking. Like he knows, he knows
for sure.
he's a prize. Like at least in the way he looks. I don't know his real personality, but he's a really good looking guy. So
right. Okay. Now let's go back to you. What is like your go-to, like what do you like doing during the weekends?
During the weekends?
If you didn't have to work,
right?
Like, what would be your ideal weekend?
If I could choose every time, the beach. Like, that's so basic because I'm from Miami, but people that are not, that's not a basic answer. But the beach is just everything. And a lot of people are realizing now that I've noticed people, my peers, like, that are older, people I follow, like, everyone goes to the beach, like, every day. Because, like, it's actually, for me, it's so relaxing. A lot of people hate it because of the sand and stuff.
Right.
I find it so relaxing. The tan, the sun touching my skin. It's fucking real life poetry. Like, it's just so rico. Like, I love it. I love it. I love it so much. And I didn't appreciate it when I was younger as much, but I love going to the beach. Any beach. Any beach. I appreciate it. The waves, the sounds, the vibes, the music, the drinks, the food, the picadera, like everything is just I love going to the beach every day.
Are you more of like a beach girly or like a pool girly?
I like playing mermaids.
Okay.
In the pool. Sometimes. Okay. You know, I do like to swim. Like the swimming is a lot better in the pool because the water is like so rough in the beach. That's what I don't like sometimes.
For sure, like I have a lot of respect like towards the ocean.
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm pretty scared of it, considering it's like my favorite thing to do. I'm kind of scared of the ocean. I respect it,
Like there's times where I can go out like on the jet ski with my boyfriend or the boat or whatever, or his family, and I'll be like, I am not getting in this water at all whatsoever. Like no. But then there's times like I'll get in, but like I'm still very like cautious.
No, if you know me, I'm very afraid of the water, but I appreciate the scenery and the like. I can touch the sand. Like I think it's so beautiful. Like I think it's so. I feel blessed to live here, and to be able to be like just a couple miles away from like paradise,
right.
You know?
Yeah.
And city life, and just have all these options. But yeah, I respect the ocean too. That's a good way to put it. I respect it because people are like, oh, you're scared. Like, yeah, I am, because like, why am I gonna just like get into their stuff? Like, no. Like, you can enjoy a boat day in like one of those what is it called? The sand, the bay. When the sand is like higher up. What is that called?
Oh, a sandbar?
A sandbar. Guys, so sorry. I don't go on boats or like guys.
Right,
sorry. I'm exploring. I'm growing.
No, you were just like where the sand goes up a little bit and then like a sandbar.
Oh shoot. Yeah, I just forgot what it was called. The sandbar. Yeah, like that's cute with the drinks. I feel like it's a cute little vibe. I haven't really experienced that yet, but maybe you can take me one day. But yeah, like going into the deep ocean, no, absolutely not. I respect it so much. Like no, I've jumped in once, jumped right back out. Like I was terrified of what was beneath me. Like terrified that I'm getting too close to an animal, like that I could harm or they could harm me, or it's just like. And legally, you're not even supposed to really swim with wild animals.
No, you're not.
Dolphins, manatees, you cannot touch them. If they touch you, don't touch them. Just react like normal.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of sharks in Florida too.
Right now.
There's so many. Guys, be careful out there if you live in Florida. It's so bad. Like people getting attacked and stuff. Yeah.
What's like your hobbies? Like obviously, I know like you're a gym girly.
Yeah, I already mentioned like muscle mommy, of course. Like I do love the gym. I like being fit. I like feeling fit. I like to catch my breath. I don't like to lose my breath, you know? So that's obviously a hobby of mine. I actually mentioned to you like earlier. We were talking about like what we like and stuff like that, and I do really like art. I haven't been giving it as much attention as before, but I like art. I like literature. I like to read. I love like rom-coms, to watch them, to read them. Like I love to do that. don't have a lot of time, but if I was gonna make time for something, that's what I make the time for.
Okay.
So yeah, like artsy stuff, painting, drawing, fashion. I love fashion. I love trying to make cool, weird outfits. I love for people to look twice on my outfit. Like, is she really wearing that? Yeah, I am. I fucking am wearing that. Like, I don't care if it looks crazy.
Yeah.
I love it. I love to be looked at twice.
As you should.
Yeah. And my boyfriend's the perfect person for that because he does not judge any outfit. He's like, the more attention, the better. He's like, I know my girl is like, you know,
Yeah.
like the fact that you can go outside the box is attractive to me. My boyfriend also goes outside the box with his outfits, and even if not everyone like agrees with what he's wearing or think it's weird or whatever, like, you know, like older parents or whatever, people that don't really understand it, I think it's so sexy. I think it's sexy to just be yourself and just not care what anyone's saying or doing. You just do you. And I don't really think like we're that basic when it comes to fashion because he loves fashion too.
Okay.
So yeah, love fashion, art, all the things.
As you said. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh my god. Okay, that's a crazy question because I literally had this conversation with my mom, and she told me, she's like, I already know your answer because there's no answer. There's no answer because I'm the type of person that I really live in like what I'm doing in that moment.
Okay.
I used to be such a planner, and it was exhausting when I didn't meet like my own expectations with anything, anyone, any friendship, relationship, myself. I would let myself down a lot. There's a lot of self-doubt and, you know, disappointment when you try to like prepare things to the T. If you prepare your life and you're able to organize it in a way that's healthy for you and you reach your goals and you have this timeline and it works for you, that's amazing. It has not worked for me. I haven't created a timeline. Like I said, I don't even know like about the wedding and stuff. Like I don't know. Like I don't crave those things right now. But I'm really just in the now right now. What I would want is obviously in 5 years, I would want to have some type of success in any career. I'm not counting out any career because I can change my mind tomorrow. You know?
Yeah, that happened to me.
Yeah.
I was like my first job was like at a supermarket.
Yeah. That's
I was
usually
15. Then I started working for insurance, and I was like, oh, insurance is gonna be great for me, whatever.
I thought about doing that too. I think it's a good stable job, but it's not for you.
And then now just aviation is
Hell
like
yeah.
Life.
Kick ass.
Like I cannot live without it.
Love that. That's why I don't tell myself like, okay, and you know, at least like the generic way, like the answer to that would be like, in 5 years I really want to have this house and I want to be this and professional in this. It's like I don't really have that expectation of myself, not because I can't do anything or be successful. It's just because I want to see what I can be capable of if I just do whatever I want to do in the moment.
Right.
Like, what can I do? What am I capable of? Like, who knows? Like, where this could even go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know where anything can go. Getting a camera and talking, like promoting your stuff, starting a brand. All those things are all ideas. Opening up a business is, I have 10 different ideas that I'm going to execute on my own time when it's right for me. So hopefully in 5 years, I have success in one of those amazing ideas. And they are amazing manifesting right now. They're amazing ideas.
Yeah.
So yeah, 5 years, successful in something. Traveling. In 5 years, I want to be like traveling the world, like for sure.
Right.
I don't see kids at that time, but I'm not counting it out because you just don't know. If it was up to me, no. If it was, but it's really up to God. Like you just, you don't know. So I'm leaving it in His hands, and whatever happens, I'm grateful and happy for because you only live once, so just go with it.
Right.
like the movie that I love so much, just go with it. So, yeah.
Pause. I'm actually so surprised you have not said, that's my life.
Oh, I'm doing good, guys.
You always said it once.
I haven't yapped, guys. I'm a yapper. If you know me in real life, I'm such a yapper. But I've been trying to have some self-control.
Right.
And that's my life.
It's so funny because we actually went out to eat.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I love that. We have to talk about that.
Yeah. And obviously, like, yeah, we've been like friends. Like, we know that like if I text her, like she'll like, you know, support me, or like if she needs something, like I'll support her and stuff. But like we were never really like super close. Yeah. We knew obviously that we would always be there and whatnot because we grew up together, literally.
Yeah, I feel like everyone I've grown up with, I give everybody a chance. Like you don't know what kind of friendships you could build. Cause look,
exactly.
Yeah.
So we went out to eat because obviously I wanted to have her on the podcast, but like I just didn't want it to be super awkward because I just feel like that could happen.
I'm honored, by the way. Like when she texted me, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna boost you up, girl. Fuck that. No, I'm kidding. You deserve the boost. You're doing amazing things.
Thank you.
You should be really confident in what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
I'm trying.
No, just keep going. You're the one doing it.
Yeah.
She's doing it, guys. Like, you're really just doing it. So no one can tell you anything because they're on their phone in a room while you're here with lights and camera action, okay?
Literal.
You're doing it. So, mira, ustedes.
But we were having, I already lost my train of thought, but we were just having so much fun. Like, it was so nice to, like, go out to dinner. We literally talked for 3 hours.
I think it was 4, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, we got there, like, at 6.
We left at almost 10, yeah.
Yeah.
So almost 4 hours, almost 4.
Yeah, and it was just, like, us. First, we had to scream because there was people doing
How did we not get annoyed? Like, we were annoyed a little bit. But...
Yeah, I was like, so, like, what are you, like, doing?
No. She's like, let's go to this spot. I know this cool spot. It's going to be chill. We get there, super chill. I'm like, oh, this spot is great. I feel so comfy. The guy's like, yo. I'm like, no.
Yes.
And he's like, brings out the DJ stuff.
Like, at first, like,
karaoke.
people were singing nice, you know. Do you remember that big group of people? I was like, oh my god, no.
They were having fun though.
Yeah, no, it was fun.
They were having fun.
And then the little girl was singing.
There was a little girl who sang, like, what was it? A Part of Your World?
Yeah.
Oh my god, by the Little Mermaid. She did it amazing.
For real, she
was a
sang
queen.
better than me.
She sang better than, I don't even know, bro, but she went off. And everyone was literally like this the whole time.
Yeah,
the whole time, like,
oh my god.
Dude, it literally, like, melted, like, us. It was so cute.
Yeah.
So cute. I loved it. That was good vibes for sure.
For real.
But yeah.
It was super nice. But yeah, I just wanted to say that before I close it off. Because I do think, like, it's been so nice talking to you, and I think I don't even have to watch them, like, but I think this episode's already starting to get long, but I'm super thankful for having you on the show. Obviously, thank you for being my first guest at my new location.
Woo! New location unlocked, guys.
Right. I'm gonna tag them down below. So you guys can follow them. Maybe even rent out the space. They have super nice stuff.
Lots of cool stuff in here.
Yeah, definitely. Hello. No, just kidding.
Hola, bebe.
¿Pa qué me estás llamando? But for sure, I'm gonna tag them. It was super nice coming in here. She's super nice. She answers super quick too. This space could be used for pictures, for anything,
Literally
honestly.
anything.
But yeah,
just
mostly,
a content day, like, it's so good.
Yeah, but mostly, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, it means so much. Like, people have been super supportive, and I know that this podcast has a lot of potential to grow.
Oh, for sure.
I'm trying a lot, definitely.
It's not even potential, it's gonna grow. Because we're gonna manifest that. Everything. Like, it's gonna grow.
I'm super thankful, obviously, for the man behind the camera, the one who edits everything, which is my boyfriend, and I'm super thankful for him, because I know that I don't have the skills that he has to edit everything that we've been doing. I'm thankful for you guys, for the people who comment, the people who repost, the people who just DM me and tell me that I'm doing a great job. For you, that you came on the show, obviously, that, like,
God.
it just honestly meant the world for me, for you to even say yes. For the people who are going to come on, like, the show, like, in the upcoming episodes, like, I'm also super thankful for that. I honestly can't wait.
I did not hesitate. I was like, of course. Like,
Yeah.
Are you asking me or are you telling me when we're going to do it? Because I'm doing it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm obviously going to leave her Instagram, everything down below. She's also starting, like, her gym channel, showing you guys even, like, gym outfits. I literally texted her yesterday. I was like, can you send me everything right now?
Guys, I'm a gym outfit connoisseur.
Literally. But I'm going to leave all of our social media down below. I hope you guys really, really enjoyed it as much as we did.
So much fun.
Yeah. Do you want to say anything?
Well, I'm super grateful and thankful that you asked me, like, more, really? Oh my god, this is so exciting for me. We both know we both love to talk. We talked for so many hours. So this was such a great experience to really just get on the camera and talk to you guys and just tell us a little bit more about ourselves. Maybe something interesting to you. Definitely comment what topics excited you so we can have some more ideas for, like, the future for Sophie. So for this, so she can have some ideas of, like, you know, what you guys like. And this was an incredible experience. Very professional lady right here, talented, go off. and I had an amazing experience today. I'm really happy and had a lot of fun. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I will definitely be having her back on the show.
Stop!
It was just fun.
I'm a reoccurring member.
It was just like super fun to talk to her.
So
like
fun.
the conversation just flowed.
The energy is so good.
Yeah.
I feel really comfortable. I haven't thought about anything I was even saying. I was just talking.
I don't even remember, but it was just so good.
We did not remember what we said.
Yeah. But okay, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, for staying tuned. Just make sure to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, turn the bell for all the notifications for every episode that comes out. Remember, a new episode comes out every Thursday, and you can go to our TikTok and Instagram for behind the scenes.
Bye. Bye, guys. Thank you.